What if Deku had powers, all the power of 7 deadly sins? I forgot to add all. This is not gonna be the last part, because I still have the villain arc. Not the villain, like the me wrapping up in the hero. This is just the hero part, and as I explained in my last video, there's gonna be 2 parts where he's a hero. This is the hero one, and the villain one is gonna come in like 3 days. The whole series. Okay. I might do this daily. I don't know if I have time. And if this is a little short, I'm sorry. So I think we ended on. We were about to start on the hero, not the exam, the hero, where they fight against villains. I think. Oh wait, no. We already did that. It's USJ, but I think we just killed. And let's just add an extra event. I don't know why. Just add it. Let's say he's in class one day, and Invisible Girl, turns out to be the UA trader because she's invisible and no one can see her. Or him, I don't know. I think it's her. I know it's her, but just in case. It turns out to be him. I don't know. He already knew this from just reading the thoughts. He could do that. Oh yeah, and I forgot to add that Diane's like right, that's you know how Meliodas has like has the sin and then he has the demon blood? Well, for her she has the sin and she can control Earth. So Deku challenges All Might for a battle just to see how much power he has. And he says to All Might, he's like, I know you can zoom in your power, so you're basically weaker than Prime All Might. And he said, I can hear you, but I won't. But it's not allowed. It's like, have you ever seen when people walk past you, they're not the same height. Let's say he just he just speaks it, but not loud enough like for everyone to hear. And All Might just turns around with like the widened eyes, and he thinks he's a villain since he has like so many powers. He throws a punch at Deku, and Deku just catches it. By the way, he's not muscular. Like a Skilnor, it's like his muscle fibers are getting stronger, like they're getting replaced. And he misses, stops it, and he's like, whoa, All Might. And he throws another punch, and he keeps on dodging it. Then he says to All Might, it's pretty obvious. And then he stops, and Deku just knocks him out and brings him to recovery, saying, oh, Finna attacked him. And this when it comes out that Invisible Girl is the UA in traitor, I guess, UA traitor. So they throw her out, or they arrest her and put canceling quirks on her or him, I don't know. They just call her because it's most likely. So it shows, let's say, Toga. And by the way, we're not doing a ship. I don't know why. I just don't like anime protagonist getting a kid. I don't know why. I just like hate it because it's like, oh, I have to read this whole other thing just to understand the ending. Like what? So I won't be giving unless in the villain arc. You want me to redo it or in the villain arc or anything? Just comment. And I'll also be excited because I got 3 subscribers, and this may not mean a lot, but it means a lot to me because last time I checked we had 2. So another person subscribed, and thank you very much. That's the 3rd person to subscribe. So on to the series. All Might All Might wakes up and Deku explains how he figured it out, and Izumi is there, by the way, so she's shocked because she couldn't figure out either. She's not on Nezu's IQ. By the way, Deku's has a higher IQ, and let's say this is where we put the Demon King. If you were listening to my first part, my second part, I said that the Demon King is gonna come, and so All Might goes and he asked for him to heal him because he said, and he said no, and he said, what happened to that kid? I think that kid that you left abandoned to die is your reputation. And then he just like disappeared, and he's on top of the roof, okay, because he like senses this present magic. You know how Merlin can sense like when magic is coming, or, like where is it coming from? He senses, and he senses that it's gonna come. Something's gonna come. Something big, like Demon King's gonna come soon. And then we're gonna do the sports festival. And All Might, he's like mad because he didn't heal. He didn't get healed, so he's not being able to protect more people. And they do this, right? And the speed thing, let's say Deku wins, and he basically he uses his earth thing to like his she just teleports. He just teleports because I know Merlin has teleportation and I forgot to add it. I'm so dumb. Okay, and also perfect cube. Let's say he has if you need a background, I'm very sorry. I'm making this at 11 on Christmas Eve. By the way, we open our Christmas presents at 12 a.m. on Christmas Eve. I don't know why. And like an Oculus, we got an Oculus ring. It's really good. Not a sponsor, by the way. Too small channel. Okay, he for the cavalry battle, he goes solo and he just creates doubles of himself, and he basically just puts perfect cube, and he gets 1,000,000 points, by the way, and everyone just rushes and shoots everything they have, or like puts everything they have on it, and it just comes out without a dent. Like Todoroki uses fire, let's say he doesn't exactly he doesn't hate it as much because he didn't treat him as bad, but he still like hates it, but not with a burning just burning hell. Okay, so it didn't do anything, and they're all shocked because he thought it was gonna break. No, let's say he right at the last second he takes out the perfect cube and he full counters it, so it shoots out and just hits. Let's see, it's on one side, so it like hits everyone. Like, okay, so everyone gets hit by just the all like the quirks getting reflected. So Todoroki advised and Iron do the most damage since it freezes the other half, and it like makes the other half hot as hell because he doesn't like Jack Link, and he doesn't hate it as much, so like he does train it. And that he basically wins because if you ever seen My Hero Academia in the original sports festival, so the person with like the tapes, I forgot his name. He like freezes him into it. Let's say that's what he did. So he just reflected, and the flames. Let's say it's like the original ones, but way stronger. So it just engulfs them in ice and flames, and they're all just knocked out. And he just sends one clone to grab them all, and he grabs it all quickly. So he basically just wins it. But they still 1v1. The people who are still standing, like Todoroki, he has his team is like dead. He look like dead bodies, but they're actually just knocked out. Let's say that they advance and Bakugo's too, since like he almost has resistance to his own flames and bombs. See that? And Todoroki got hit by both, so he has both resistance. Okay, so Shinsu, no, weak as hell. I don't know why. Like, it's good, but to get into class 1A, you need to train your body. Like, it has to go through hell. Like, oh my god. I don't know how Shinsu got on it. Oh yeah, he was just talking. Okay, yeah, but Shinsu's weak as hell in anime. I know he's gonna get stronger in the manga, but like in the anime, I don't know how he even got into UA. I think he took support tech or something. He was in class B. So how the hell did he even get in there? We're not gonna talk about Shinsu's not gonna be in there. And even if he was, he would just be looking at this, like in the picture, like all of them just standing in front of him since he got into Deku's mind. And let's replace him with Robbie. See that? And I think goes Mineta. Oh, now we taking out Mineta. Mineta's trash. Okay, so it's gonna be the one with the extended arms. And Robbie. It's a good group. Let's say it's 3, so it's 10, 11 people. So let's add one more person. I don't know. I don't know who to add. Unnamed person. Just this was the name. You can just replace with any name you want. I don't really care. So in the first one, it's Froppy against Deku. Froppy shoots her tail at him, and he cuts. And that's it. She has rapid regeneration. Oh no, he can share his regeneration, so he just regenerates it and hits her in the stomach, basically knocking the wind out of her and throwing her back into the wall. She's not really injured, but she's like enough to be knocked out. Next one is Tokiyami. Yeah, it's gonna be a name person. Tokiyami. So Bakugo won against Tokiyami. It's gonna be the first one. Todoroki against Pikachu, I guess. You know what I'm talking about. Jiro against Bakugo, and let's just move to the final, which is Bakugo, Azumi, and Todoroki. And let's say Deku faces Azumi, and he says, he's like, they picked you out of me. And he says, I'm gonna beat you to a pulp. And he does. He does. Okay, so he basically just, if you've ever seen the anime, he can make clones, and like when he has his full power, he can make 5 clones. Let's say he can, in this one, Deku, this is like, by the way, this is baseball. It doesn't even have the demon mark on. Like the circle one, not the one like the circle and the 2 lines on the eye, on the forehead. He has that. But let's give it a little twist. Let's say it's white. It's like half white, but mostly dark. And let's give him green. Like green. Like it's also green for fairies and angels and demons. So it's that. That's why he beat Meliodas fully maxed, like to the limit, to his limit. So he just beats. Oh, in this one he can make 10 clones. Yes, 10 clones with Meliodas' sacred treasure. And they started. He only needed 4, but he used it just in case she got out of round, and he just started punching her. And then he basically just threw a tiny little sun and knocked her out. She has broken bones since she used. Oh, let's say she uses one for all 100% against deku, hits him in the face. It does nothing. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Deku is an OP god. Just saying that. Okay, it does nothing. And she's just surprised, and her hand just it just breaks. And then he hits her in the stomach, and then it go flying and throws the sun at her. So it's like right when she steps on the like patio thing, not the patio thing, the edge of it, right? She's like barely catching it, like she gets hit by a sun, a freaking sun, not hot sun, like not enough to melt her skin off, like plain slips, and she just goes flying back. And everyone's asking, what is the score? What is the score? And so Zumi lost. I don't know. We just went against Todoroki. I think Todoroki should win. Yeah, Todoroki should win. So he's basically only gonna use his angel powers since he hasn't. Like, he wants to max out his angel powers. And yes, Escanor is an angel. I don't know why we just included that. And he uses Earth to basically block the fire. And he uses he doubles to sneak up behind him and hit him with like the angel thing and arc right behind him, sending him flying. And let's say he can earth bend, I think, and hits him with a pole right in his face. And then the clones can also teleport. And let's say he throws on a giant arc at him. I think that's what I call it. Say like white glowing orbs. I'm trying to get demonetized, and I don't even earn nothing. It hits him and sends him flying back. He wins. And people are saying, what is this quirk? What is this quirk? And by the way, he said that he's quirkless in the original thing, like on the Think series. Said he was quirkless. And then let's go to the training camp because we're trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible. And also, I haven't made the villain thing. I'm about to make this after. And it's a bad way. Or a bad way. And they go to the camp, right? And the villains want to capture Bakugo and Deku. We capture Bakugo and Deku because really nothing interesting happens. And I'm gonna go out and say it. Koda dies. I don't care. I don't really care. He's a spoiled little brat. Not spoiled, like a little. He's just a brat. Who punches a hero or hero in training for their mom and dad dying? Even though they knew it was a risky job. Who does that? He dies for muscular, but they were able to sell muscular. Or Deku just cuts his like muscle things. I think it's muscle fiber. Just cuts it and cuts off his whole arm. And he does ancient 1000 No, let's level him up. 1,000,000 atom slices. And just, by the way, this cuts atoms in half, in half, in half, in half, in half, until they basically don't even exist. And I know that's unsafe. It's like unstable atoms that can just explode and cause the biggest reaction. Let's say he is always safe with it. He only uses when he like knows that it's not gonna kill anyone, but it's gonna kill like the villain, and he kills the villain, leaving no matter, like not even a blood stain. He just deletes him off the trees. Let's say the cat's got him, and he just stood there. And by the way, he really doesn't care that he got captured, and Baku was just trying to like free himself, and he's shooting his explosions, but it doesn't work. And Offer One tries to take away the core, not Deku's power, and he's not able. And he said, you might not use it. You might not want to use it on a Quirkus person, and he just breaks the whole thing. And the chains that are locking him up, he just breaks it. Okay, and he basically uses Escanor's son. So Offer One was ready for this, but like he wasn't like enough for his he just scrambled and hit the floor. He scrambled and mustered up all the energy that he could onto like defending, because he didn't think he was gonna get hit by a freaking sun. So he just mustered what he could. And by the way, his hands are basically burnt potatoes. Like they're burned. He can heal them, but it's gonna take time, and it's gonna take what is it called? Concentration. A lot of it. So he teleports like 10 minutes away. It's all it takes is 5 minutes, but it doesn't heal him all the way. He says he only needs one hand, so he's healing that hand, only the hand. The other one's like already broken. And then All Might arrives and sees Deku just beating the crap out of All for One. I get those confused, I don't know why. And let's say a portal opens up in the water when he says that. And it's like 2 weeks after that happened. Like they get a break, and the media knows like that Deku won. And say they get their provisional license and their hero license and provisional license, so like allows them to basically attack and like be a sidekick, basically a sidekick. Not like a real hero, not a pro hero or a real hero, but just a sidekick. They can like attack. And let's say everyone sees this portal just expanding, and they're reporting demons attacking them. And by the way, this is where he all of them appear and say, this is what we died to, we trained you for this. And Merlin just teleports him to the top of the roof, and they say we're gonna give you all the power, but that's gonna kill us at the same time. How's gonna kill us? It's gonna bond us with our sin and basically killing us until you kill them. And they basically just give everything, like gets into an orb. And it's like green, yellow, anything, any color. See, it's real because I know I'm in the Seven Deadly Sins Sky Temple movie. It's like they can train out a rainbow dragon, so it goes into him and basically just it's like this giant. They can sense this giant amount of magic just in this direction, so they teleport to it, and they start releasing demons, right? And the heroes are stopping them, but All Might needs to go like 100%. So Zumi is doing it at the same time. So they all back up into like, let's see where the thing with All Might and the original one, All Might and Awful One, Awful One, which well, By the way, this is just a flat thing now. And they start saying, where is Victoria? And they say, where's Jabba? Oh, whatever All Might's last name is. They start saying, where is he? Because they already know the name. But since it fell, I'm sorry if it did something. Since they all saying once All Might doesn't have a son, he just has a daughter. And he says, like, really, what's this? He's reincarnation of these people. And then All Might like knows that Deku is his son, so he basically goes back. By the way, say the demons are getting up for a war since Zeldris. He goes to his demon form. They send the 10 Commandments, right? And they're fighting. And he knows that he can beat the 10 Commandments. Meliodas, everyone knows that he can beat the 10 Commandments. Like all 7 deadly sins are like, yeah, he can win. Let's say, I don't know if I should do this. I might just get cancelled, I don't know. Let's say, okay, sorry. You're still alive, right? We just kept as a prisoner. And that was in the 10 Commandments. Esterosa. They're already part. So they come, they go out, and Deku just starts attacking them. And he's beating the hell out of Zeldris and Escanor. He has his D mark out, so he's like beating them. Even with their Escanor has his since he wasn't born with demonic powers, they give him commandments, and when they give him 3 commandments, he basically has it, but he loses his soul, basically killing him. And he just grabbed that part of him and just boom, hit him to the floor, basically already killing him. And he just fuses it with like angel power, so like it can't regenerate for nothing. I mean, this thing is boxing. Let's say every 3 seconds, like you don't regenerate your like head. If you don't regenerate your head in 3 seconds, you're basically dead. Or your whole body, because the only thing that can stop it is angel power and strong it. Meaning that's so. I mean, no, just says no, because let's say they grew fond of each other after winning it, and then they see Deku just teleport, and I know Ganon is dead, but let's say he's still there, grabbing Ganon. I forgot. Okay, it's a long time. And he just grabs the one in the armor, and boom, he basically hits him with Escanor's axe. Oh god, please. Axe. Okay, axe. And throws a whole sun at him. This is like just exploding it. By the way, the one that eats souls, he just cuts her in half, and basically uses 1 million ancient atom slash, destroying her. And then after something 40, I'm screwing him. And Diane, they use Diane, and this is their spirit. The Floodflower comes up, and he just, since this thing is like already boosted, it reaches like the farther in the atmosphere, so you basically can't do anything, and he just shoots it. It's like, by the way, they're broadcasting this, and it just goes. And they're trying to find Suzuki, since he hasn't attended classes. Classes are like, let's say they're in summer break, just like that. And it basically just exploding them and melting them. So just the last one, and he goes full out demon form. It's like last form, and they're not part apart, by the way. He basically just says, he's like, Zeldris, you really think you can win? And he grabs Zeldris. He's not showing any mercy since he knows that they killed his masters, and he with Gother's power, he just puts it right there in spell of trauma, reliving all the tragedy that's happening, and he just fell to the floor, dying from that. Let's say when you enter the demon teen states and you're brainwashed with like, but you need immense amount of power. It basically kills you because you're using too much, and he just shanks him in every heart. I'd say that he just shanks him in every heart, and Zell just doesn't even notice. Like, he doesn't notice the pain. He just feels the sadness, the desperate, and just cuts through it. And then for the last one, Deku like takes it off and just ching, and ending the 10 Commandments. And I'm gonna make a 10 Commandments one, and yes, I'm gonna give him power. I don't know why, when I search it up, some of these are like, what if Deku had 10 Commandments? And then there's like, they just give him the commandment. They don't even, they give him the demon powers, but it's like, doesn't it come with the person? I'm like, what? How can the 10 Commandments not come with the person? And how can he have demon powers but not be able to control them? It's like, duh, because like, I don't know why, I'm just mad. And we're gonna be starting the villain series tomorrow or today if I have time. Or if I want to play the Oculus. Okay. And then the Demon King comes out, and all my gold rushes at him, and all the heroes, because this is like one day after Deku fought, and he's just regaining nothing. He's just training. And he's just looking at the top of the building, just looking at it, and All Might is fighting, and he says, he's like, we need Deku to come and basically beat him. And then he comes, but he says, he's like, this isn't real All Might, and he just starts attacking in the Demon King. Like, by this the first demon mark. They're not part apart. He's just playing with him, and he's like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And he uses one of the clones, and he's like, cool, you could have kept up off my clone. And this one is just a 10th of his magic power. And do you know how, oh no, half. Dude, this man was like looking at, or a woman, I don't really judge, was just looking at Deku like he was a monster. Like, the Demon King was a cute little fish. Yeah, it doesn't make, and he's just this big bear that he awoken from killing the 7 deadly sins. He stops attacking, and right for that split second, Deku just uses, he goes over his, not over his, say he finds a new one, he's like ancient style, infinity atom blades. And let's say this one's a little bit different, but not as, it's like Meliodas' sword, but as Chastity, and they just enter all his hearts, and it's just cutting his atoms at the same time, like splicing them until he does not exist, and he's just like crying because he's under Gother's power. And as I said, this thing is powerful, so he's just reliving everything. And then for the last heart, he takes it off like he did his Zeldris, and instead of like strapping it, he hits him, and he wants him to suffer, and grabs it, say he has hair, or she has hair, and hits her or her, they into the floor. They just say they for her or him. And they're basically related, but he, just to make sure, he grabs Meliodas' and it's a mix. Let's say let's make it a scythe. Freaking scythe. These none of them have a scythe. And he just and now he's the Demon King if he wants. Because I think in the anime, if there's not a new Demon King, the old Demon King is gonna regain his power back. So he's now the Demon King, and he can go to UA still. He still goes to UA, but he still marks himself as Demon King. And the day he can pass on this power. And we're not gonna have him, son. I don't know why. Just no, please, no. No. I may do a ship on building deku. If you guys want to, if you're looking at this at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay, that's gonna end of it. He just gets Demon King. He can pass it on to another user. Okay, I'm sorry for this, but let's say since he's 3,000 years old, I think Elizabeth is 3,000 years old. I don't know, 2,000. I don't know, 2,800. Okay, sorry. And he basically released them. And by the way, he's like taller. He's the same height as her. Yeah. He hugs him, believing it's Meliodas, and Meliodas allows it or why. And he starts groping her because Meliodas. This is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. So they start dating and say they have yes, I will give him a kid, but he's not gonna have the 7 deadly powers. He's gonna give it to someone. No, they don't. He just gives them to someone else. Okay, they're not immortal, so like they're gonna die at the same age. Okay, bye. They don't have a kid, by the way. He just passes it on. I'm gonna do the villain one. Bye.